I know, chasing that dough, hitting that road, getting that money, man. All I know, loading that foe, kicking down doors, getting that money, man. We gon' make it money. We gon' take it Grizzly. We gon' make it money. We gon' take it Grizzly.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is, did Vasiliy Lomachenko carry Richard Commey to the final bell? There were two moments in the 7th round where it looked like Vasiliy Lomachenko could finish Richard Commey. One was during the knockdown, but there was another time where Vasiliy Lomachenko landed a clean shot on Commey, and he was laying against the ropes. His leg was twitching, and Vasiliy looked at Commey's corner like, throw in a towel, throw in a towel. A lot has been discussed, and some people say, well, it was Commey's dog in him that got him to the final bell, and some people are like, Loma carried him. My question is, was it Loma's dog? I mean, was it Commey's dog that got him to the final bell, or did Vasiliy Lomachenko carry him? I'm going to start off with Trill Dollar Bill. What do you think?
It's a little bit of both, you know. Commey was still there. He was still there. And he was willing to keep answering the bell. That shows a lot of heart, because we seen the other 4 opponents did the no mas when it came to my man Loma. So it takes a lot of heart, even knowing that you're getting beat the way you're getting beat, and it's embarrassing. It takes a lot of heart to keep coming out there, getting embarrassed in front of all those people. You know what I'm saying? And still trying to land one. He was still trying to swing, you know, even though he was, I don't know what he was swinging at, but he was still swinging. He was still swinging. But also, I do feel like Loma didn't want to hurt him. Loma didn't want to hurt him, yo. He just wanted to beat him and get the dub and move on. You know? Like I said before, you know, Loma is a gentleman. This is a gentleman's sport, and he just put that on display. So yes, I must say I think that he did, because he just didn't want to hurt him. He was saying that before the fight, how nice of a guy Commey was, and talking about, you know, being able to take care of families and stuff like that. He don't want to hurt this guy. This is the first time Commey's wife has ever been there to see him fight. You know what I'm saying? Loma ain't trying to beat him up in front of his lady. You know, like,
ladies, old lady.
You don't do that in front of his lady. He was trying to whoop you in front of your lady. So, you know, so yeah, I think it was a little bit of that. And just Loma, man, just a talented guy, man, and a gentleman. So yeah, I think he helped Commey to the final bell, because he wasn't if he wanted to put the pressure, he showed at times where he wanted to, you know what I'm saying, he could really hurt Commey. And he just and where were they fighting at? He didn't want to have another incident, you know what I'm saying, that were happening there before. So, yeah, I really believe that he carried him to the final bell.
All right, Conspiracy G.
Yeah. Nah, let me keep going, man. Loma hit homie with the I pay the fool. Clean off, son. I'm telling you, Commey's legs turn to ramen noodles, son. Soft. And then Loma's like,
commissary. It turned into commissary.
You know what I mean? Loma, I don't know if Loma's like Loma the disrespectful or Loma the merciful. Because either which way, you can interpret it as it could be he's showing love, or it's just like, yo, you're not even worth my time, son. Like, it's literally that bad. How I took it, I was like, if I was Commey, I'll be so upset at myself. Like, it's one thing to lose, but to lose like that, to me, I was like, I felt like Loma was sunning him, bro. Like, for real. And it's like, like, think about it. It's like Loma's violating you, and you're like, yo, why ain't he like coming to my head off? And you see him like trying to negotiate with your corner, bruh. Like, come on, son. Like, yo, you know what I mean? That's like
you want a guillotine style. G. Is that what it is? G?
Think about it. Like, think about it. Big Baby pimping, talking about he's dead. Loma's like, save him. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yo, man, listen, man. Loma Def carried my mans. Like, yo, it's just wild to me, son. Like, Loma, I'm telling you, Loma the Merciful is real. That should be his new boxing nickname, the Merciful. You know what I'm saying? Because Commey, man, I just feel bad. And I know it's an oxymoron, but that was some slow cook instant jollof rice right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it could have went either which way. Loma could have beat him early, but instead he carried homie, son. Like he said, "Yo,
deep, G.
I'll put you on my back."
That's
you know
deep, G. Slow cook, instant jollof.
Man, yeah, yo, it's coming to the Boxing Bros menu real soon. Matter of fact, it's already there. You know what I'm saying? Last night, instant slow cook jollof. Let's get it.
I made the TBE.
Hey man, it's all we all saw it. Loma carried that man. After he knocked him down. Oh my goodness! Like I never seen that where the fighter who knocked out the fighter just like, please just throw in the towel. Look at him. Like don't let him go anymore. And then proceeds to whoop or beat on him some more. And after that, it just seemed like Loma was just like toying, or it was like if Commey threw a hard shot, Loma would throw back too, just to let him know don't play with me. So it was just like,
oh my goodness. Yo, let me find out if somebody got kidnapped. You know what I'm saying?
This is Amber Alert?
yo, who's this coming to one?
This is an Amber Alert. How are we getting an Amber Alert?
We get interrupted by
Yo, we got an Amber Alert because of what happened to Commey. They looking for Commey.
Man.
I ain't touching nothing.
They looking for Commey. Trill started touching stuff.
Y'all see how responded to that loss, bro. Shoot.
It has something to do with TV. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. Yeah, I'm just.
All right, we're back. Go ahead, TV.
We're back. But yeah, Loma really like carried that man in that performance, and Commey, hey man, rest up, recover, man. That was a tough beating you took last night. You know, no man should suffer like that. But shout out to Loma for being merciful towards that guy as well, yo. Because sheesh, he knew what it was. He knew what it was after round 7. We saw the scorecards the whole fight. Loma basically like clean sweep that man. So, you know, for me.
Yeah, I'll start off by answering the question directly first. Yes, Loma carried him to the final bell, and here's why. In the 7th round, after the knockdown, I feel like if Lomachenko jumps on him and just gives him an onslaught, the referee's going to stop it. Mm-hmm. But instead of doing that, he looks to the corner and he says, really? You want me to jump on this guy? And so the corner doesn't do anything. And then Vasiliy Lomachenko proceeds to jump on him. And then he lands a punch. The rope is keeping him up. But I'm going to be honest with you. At first, G, I thought it was Loma being disrespectful. After the knockdown, when Richard Commey gets back up and he looks to the corner and he's like, stop it now before I like get him. I'm thinking, Loma, stop. Like Loma, I think like Loma's like showboating, like, just that to add to the legend. But once he hurt him the second time and he was hanging on the ropes with his legs twitching, he was really defenseless. When you talk about defenseless fighter, that was defenseless. Like, watch it again. And he was on that rope for about 5 seconds. You look at his leg. His leg was gone. Like, there was no way he could have defended himself. Loma literally could have ran over there and delivered the kill shot. He could have done that. And he stopped again, and he looked at his corner like, stop it. And this time, he was emphatic. He was, he had some gestures, and he was motioning like, stop it. And you can see, like, he really wanted them to stop it. That's when I realized he was being sincere. The second time. The first time, I thought he was being disrespectful. Like, I thought it was showboating. The first time I thought he was showboating. But the second time is when I realized, like, because that's when, if he really wanted to, the kill shot was there. It was like handed on a silver platter. The man's defenseless. His leg is shaking. Loma literally could have just walked over there, how like they did it in the Cinderella Man with with Max Baer. He could have just walked over there. He could have literally just did that. But he pled with the corner. So I believe he was being sincere. And, I don't know if anyone's ever, been in a ring. You don't have to be in a ring professionally, but maybe you sparred, maybe you fought as an amateur. If you've ever hurt someone to the point where they were defenseless, There's no fun in hitting a defenseless person. Like, it's really not. Like, once the person is like hurt, there, it's like you don't want to take that shot. The fun is in hitting someone who's trying to hit you back or hurting someone who was just trying to hurt you. But once the person is just laying there and, you know, they can't defend themselves, they can barely move. That's almost like hitting someone like, you know, a disabled person almost. It takes away the fun from the fight. So when Loma saw that Commey was basically, you know, didn't have his faculties and he's up there against the ropes, he feels like, why should I have to hit this man again for you to stop the fight? And I somewhat agree with Loma's take. When someone's looking the way Commey was on that rope, why not stop it? Because, yeah, he was able to go on those rounds. He had no chance of winning, by the way. Mm-hmm. No shot. I know everyone says, oh, he had power. He didn't hurt Vasiliy up until that point, and his power diminishes as the fight goes on. So, like, let's be realistic. He really didn't have a chance of knocking out Loma after that point, and all you did was get him punched in the head even more. And I agree with Ned. It looked like Loma was toying with him. More gesturing, more posturing. I'll discipline you just enough to win the round. So I do think he carried him. And you got to give respect to Commey, like Trill said. He answered the bell. He never quit. But I don't think Loma pressed him for the knockout after the 7th round. So I do believe that Loma carried him to the final bell.
So hence, instant slow cook jollof now makes sense. Just saying.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, and please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.
You're welcome. You're all welcome.